Hey guys, Dave the Watchman here, coming at you with another watch review video. Today I've got a little bit something a little bit different here. I have I purchase a lot of watches on a daily basis. Sometimes I buy them from Shein.com. Sometimes I buy them. Most of the times I buy them from either Shein.com or Amazon.com. And sometimes I can find something decent in the Amazon warehouse. Um, but the Amazon warehouse is kind of hit or miss. Sometimes they come in broken. Sometimes they're not great quality. I know this one right here I bought at the out of the Amazon warehouse, and the screen was the inside was a little bit broken, so I had to take that apart and fix it. But other than that, it was a great watch. Um, Sometimes these watches are worth fixing. Sometimes they have to be sent back. Sometimes they're just junk. I just did a review where I just opened up a Casio G-Shock type watch that I had purchased from the Amazon warehouse, and I opened it up and it had no hands on it. Take a look at my other videos if you want to check that one out. It's kind of funny. Um, but anyhow, this is a mini Focus that I had purchased from the Amazon warehouse, and I had contacted Amazon because there's something wrong with it, and this turned out to be a returnless refund. Sometimes Amazon will do a returnless refund. It's no guarantees that they're going to do it, but sometimes that happens where there's actually a returnless refund where they refund your money and you don't have to send the item back. So I figured other than throwing it away, I would see if I could open it up and take a look at it and see if I'm going to be able to fix it. So that's what I'm going to be doing here today. This is a mini Focus watch, very, very similar to this one. This is the blue and rose gold, and this is the blue and silver versions of the same watch. Very, very nice watches, good quality watches, but this one right here had a problem with the numbers. The numbers, you see the 2 from the number 12 is kind of floating around in there. And also there's some other hour markers that are just out of place that don't belong there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take the watch apart. I'm going to see if I can try and super glue those pieces on there to make this a wearable watch. Other than that, there's not really a lot I can do with it. The watch is in this condition a total loss, but I'm gonna try and fix it up and see if I can make something usable out of it. So, without further ado, if you like this content and you want it to keep on coming, make sure you do give me that thumbs up, like, and subscribe, because it really does help the channel out. And I just wanted to say thank you very much to all of my subscribers. I've finally hit 50 subscribers after about 6 weeks. So I'm kind of excited about that. Thank you guys so much. So if you guys want to hit that subscribe button right now and jump on that subscriber list, I would definitely appreciate it. And also click that button to receive notifications of new videos as they come out. I'm always getting new watches in. I'm always reviewing watches. And I love doing what I do. And I'm, like I said, in my other videos, I'm building this channel from the ground up. And I'm 6 weeks into it. And it's doing very well thanks to all of you guys that like my content. So without further ado, I'm going to get into the watch and start to take it apart and see what we've got going on here for the ability to repair it. So I do have my watch repair kit here. I will post a link to the watch repair kit because it's got just about every tool you need to repair watches yourself without having to bring them into a jeweler to get them done. So if you want to change your own batteries and you want to adjust your own bracelets and whatever you want to do, you can do that with this kit here, which basically gives you everything you need to get the job done. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pop these wristbands off. Let's get that out of there. Alright, so let's make sure we keep that with that. There we go. So now we've got the watch band taken off of it. And now what I'll do is put this in the clamp. So we're locked in there pretty good. All right, now this is the first time I've actually seen the inside of one of these mini focus watches, and like I said, I'm pretty sure it's just going to be a Chinese quartz movement, nothing spectacular. It's not an automatic. I just need to see how to release the winding mechanism, which is different on a lot of watches. So let's see here. It looks like maybe we press down over here. Let's see if that works. Yep, that's it. All right, well, let me actually take it out of the clamp because I just released. Now, I don't know if you guys saw how I did that, but basically you have to try and find out how to get this watch, this winding crown out with the stem, and it's a lot different on every watch. But this one right here was just basically pressing down on this piece of metal, and that releases the watch crown with the stem on it. Now, if you don't do that, you can end up breaking it if you try to bring the watch out of the case. If you don't take that stem off first, you can actually break it, and then you're basically screwed. You have to find another watch crown. Okay, so there's the inside of the watch right there, and the face is actually the part that I'm going to be working on. This is the inner bezel, but these are the pieces that we're talking about here. Now, what I need to do is actually, it's going to be pretty intricate work, but I want to try and put a little dot of super glue on each one of these pieces so that I can place them on there. Now, I will be needing to use the tweezers out of the kit, and I'll also be needing to use some super glue. And I have that super glue right here. Basically what this is, just a regular package of super glue. It's a package of 4 mini tubes. I got this at the dollar store, which is technically not $1 anymore. It's $1.25. So I'll be using not even one full tube, but basically the cost of this repair, if it's done, if it works out, the cost of this repair will be less than 25 cents, or less than 30 cents, because I'll be using one of these 4 tubes, and the whole package cost $1.25 at the dollar store. So let's get into this. Let's poke it with this. And oh, I got a little bit of glue on the table there, which is fine. All right, so now be careful not to touch when you've got the watch open like this. Try not to touch the face, because the last thing you want to do is get fingerprints on the face when you go to put it back together. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to actually move the minute hand out of the way, because I'm putting a number 2 here. I'm going to be putting one of the hour markers there and another one there. Okay, I'm actually going to check, because a lot of these, they all feel like they're pretty solid in there. Okay, so what I did was I've got a little dot of glue on the table here, and I'm going to grab the number 2, and I'm just going to kind of dip it on there a little bit. Make sure it's just wet enough to be able to drop into place here. Kind of get a one-shot deal with this too, guys. So takes a very steady hand. Okay, so we got the 2 in place. And now we're going to go with the 1 hour marker over at the number 2 position. And let's grab it. It's very, very intricate work, guys. You see this little hand. Okay, so the rest of the watch is fixed. what I needed fixed is fixed. All the hour markers are back where they need to be. And now I'm dealing with stopwatch second hand. And it's so bloody intricate to get it in there. This is worse than the actual repair was itself. And of course, once you get that done, the minute hand falls off. So it's like, so now I got the minute hand on, and now the stopwatch hand fell off. It's like one or the other. Come on. And this is why it was a returnless refund, because there's nobody that's going to end up doing this to a $30 watch. Nobody but me. Okay. All right, so I think I got everything all set there. So now I'm going to, let's clean this just to be sure that I didn't put any fingerprints on the inside of this glass. Because the last thing I want to do is put this thing together and then find out I have to remove some fingerprints to the inside of the glass. But it looks like everything is good. And nope, there it goes. It fell off again. All right. Okay, guys, I've been messing around with this thing for way too long, and unfortunately, it's just going to be a bust. I was trying to get the the hour markers back on, which I did successfully do, and unfortunately, during the process, the minute hand came off, and obviously it's not a super high quality watch, so for some reason, once this minute hand came off, it was not able to be placed back on. I was able to get the second hand to go back on. It's very, very intricate to try and get it in there, but I was able to get this on, and I did get the minute hand on one or two times, but then it came off because the next hand that would come off would be the stopwatch hand. So between the stopwatch hand popping off and then replacing the stopwatch hand and then putting the minute hand on, and then the stopwatch hand popping off and then putting the stopwatch hand back on and the minute hand popping off, and so on and so forth, constantly back and forth. After about 2 or 3 times, I think this just can't go back on anymore. This minute hand is not going to be able to go back on anymore, which is a complete and total shame, because I'm literally, I repaired the part of the watch that needed to be repaired. And if only I could have just put this thing back together, it could have been a decent watch. So at this point, I'm just going to have to call it a failed, just a failed repair at this point. But honestly, guys, I paid $30 for this. Actually, I paid like think I paid 15 for it on the Amazon Marketplace, and like I said, it was a returnless refund. So technically, the whole watch is free. So basically, I guess I got a free watch band that I can put on one of my other watches. Um, it's just a complete and total shame. I would have really have loved to get this watch back together, but unfortunately, that's just not going to be the case. I gave it my best. I spent way too much time on it already. I'm just going to have to call it a bust at this point, and that's just the way it's going to have to be. So tried to get it going, just didn't work. It would have been nice if it had, been able to go back together, and I would have had one of these to show you at the end of the video, all completely assembled and ready to go, but it's just not the case. So once again, guys, if you like these videos, I'm sorry this one's a bust, but if you like these videos and you want more of them and you like this content, please make sure you give that thumbs up, like and subscribe, post your comments below, and I will keep these videos coming at you. So until next time, this is Dave the Watchman. I review budget-friendly watches for the everyman, and I will see you in the next watch review video. Thank you and have a great day.